So you may have realized that the production of videos has slowed down a bit, and that is because I am actually working towards the next big concept video on this channel, which will be hopefully going up this Sunday. However, this video is going to be pretty relaxed because I'm literally making it the day before I'm posting it, but it's answering a question people have been asking me for a long time. And that is, why do you have parental controls on your Switch? And today I am going to be answering why I do, and why you should have parental controls on your Switch too. What's going on, guys? It's Thomas from the Switch Shop, and you know what this video is about. Let's just get into it. So when people ask me, they say it in a negative way, like, why do you have parental controls on your Switch? It's just like a weird thing to have, I guess. Especially when it's like your Switch, like your personal Switch. Like, this isn't my family's device, it's mine, I bought it, so why do I have parental controls on it? And the question really is, well, why do you not? If you set a password, you'll always remember like 1111, 1234, something of that nature, and don't set a limit on how long you can play for, then it doesn't really matter if you have it on or not. Besides this button on the home screen that, believe me, you can get used to very quickly, all it does is add new features. You don't have to have the actual parental controls on. For example, for me, I don't have a timer on, I don't have a limit. Obviously, that would be dumb. I don't want to impose a limit on myself. What I do have, though, is this parental controls app on my phone that is essentially an activity logger, something the Switch is desperately missing. Sure, it tells you like, oh, played for 5 hours or more, played for a little while in the profile page, but that doesn't really tell you much at all. It doesn't tell you when you've played it or anything like that. It just tells you how long you've played it for, and even then it's still very vague. With the parental controls app on your phone, you can see down to the minute the amount you've played on each day and which title you were playing it on. What practical application does this have? Well, I'm gonna keep it real with you, it doesn't really have any practical application. I just think it's cool to look like, oh, I played 2 hours of Splatoon this day. I played 25 minutes of Mario Kart this day. On top of that, you can see within the past month what games you played the most. Like, did you play this game daily? What days did you play this game on? What was your average time played throughout the last month? You can check all that and more, and it's really interesting. On top of that, you can check between users. Obviously, I'm the only one who uses my Switch, so that's not really useful for me. But if you did have a family Switch and everyone on the Switch was down to set up parental controls, you can turn it on and see who spends more time. I don't know if that's something you're into. Honestly, it adds a whole bunch of extra features that you might find handy. For example, I personally know that if I'm doing my homework or something and get bored, I'll pop in a round of Mario Kart or so. But it's really easy to get lost in the game and play for hours and hours on end. If that's not something I want, I'll set a 1 hour limit on my phone, play until that hour's up, a little thing will pop up in the corner, letting me know that after that race, I should get back to my homework. All it does is add an extra layer of functionality to your Switch, so I don't understand why people don't want it. There's a negative connotation with the phrase parental controls because people instinctually think back to when you were a kid and maybe your parents said, I don't know, like get off the computer or get off the DS or whatever. Or maybe they set time limits on whatever you used to do back in the day. I don't know, I'm not you. But you know what I mean, like it's got that sort of connotation, but you don't have to use this app in that sense. Sure, that's what it was made for, but by setting a password that you'll remember and not even creating a limit or anything like that, it just adds an extra layer of functionality to your Switch. The only legitimate reason I can think of people not wanting it is because this kind of big home button right there. But that space up there was honestly so big regardless that it doesn't bother me at all. In fact, now, at least for me, because I'm used to it, it looks kind of weird without it. I mean, that space is ginormous, like, just put something, there we go. Anyway, that's why I use parental controls on my Switch, and you should too. Will you start using them after this video, or do you still think it's stupid? Did you use them before? Let me know in the comments below, and look forward to the concept trailer coming this Sunday. If I can get it finished by then, it's gonna be a good one. With that out of the way, it's Thomas from the Switch Shop, signing off, peace.